Okay. All right, come on in, folks. We took a week off, but we're back. We're back. Took a whole week off, didn't we, Brad, from the live show?
Bob made it back.
Yeah, I was in Seattle, Washington. Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Because we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
Today, Brad, we are going to talk about extreme fat burning workout in 10 minutes while standing, and it targets your abs, your core, and your balance. And you can do this at home.
Right.
And it's low impact.
And also your posture, because we're therapists, we're always thinking about posture.
Posture.
Right.
Just like Marsha. You don't even know what that refers to, do you?
No, I don't. It's beyond me. But one thing I do want to mention, Bob, there are core exercises that are talked about on standing. A lot of videos, but this one's different. This one's unique. That's why we call it extreme, because we're using a particular device that makes all the difference in the world. But before we let them go, Bob.
Yes, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. You're going to be so excited to be with us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free. We upload every day. Also, if you aren't on Facebook watching this already, make sure you go over to the Facebook and like us, because Brad and I, as children, it's a sad story. We're not liked, and we're trying to turn things around. But if you go to Bob and Brad, and those of you there already, you know that. But for those of you who are not, make sure you head over there. The Facebook, right, Brad?
Now, Facebook is exactly right now. So what is the secret? What makes this extreme versus other videos where they're standing and they don't have it? It is we add resistance. Yeah. Not only do we add resistance, but we add it from the direction you really have to have.
Peace de resistance.
Yes. And that is we add it because from the wall, you need horizontal resistance, and weights do not provide that. Weights only provide up and vertical.
Yeah, gravity goes this way, so weights only give you resistance this way.
So as you can see, we got vertical resistance at different angles, okay, and different resistances. And right now, my core is working well. I can go on one foot. I become balance issue, and we're going to show posture as well. So how do you provide this?
The wall anchor.
No wall anchor.
And by the way, some people have asked, Brad, what levels do you put this at? Now, normally we put the top one at the level that you can still reach and put a band on it.
Right.
So for Brad, it's right here. Right. For me, it's right here.
A little higher.
This one goes right about chest level.
Right.
And this one, we put it almost as close to the floor as you can without still being able to hook it up.
Ankle. And then we have people ask, what do they look like? And I'll give you a little closer view. It's a very strong plastic. It's reinforced with fiber, and they will not break whatsoever.
They'll hold up to like 800 pounds before they break. Yeah. And that's on the side.
Yeah, that's the weaker way. So you can see what it looks like there.
There's a whole bunch of ways to hook it up, and you want to make sure when you get our poster to look at that, because you can hook it up so that bands don't slide. We're finding out new ways to do it every day. In fact,
this is the easiest way. You just find the center, you hook it up on the top, you put it to the bottom, and voila, you're done. Very simple to do. Okay, Bob.
Brad, I was going to mention one more thing before we get started. The way we run this show, always our live events, is that we will first do the program, the extreme fat burning workout, and then afterwards we will take questions, and we'll take them until we get tired or until we have to go to work.
Right, we got patients waiting. So
all right, let's go.
We're going to stop at the top level. Do 3 exercises, 3 sets, and we're going to do the same ones at the lower level, or middle level, and lower level. And not only that, Bob, I'm going to show beginner level, medium, and then extra difficult for those who want more of a challenge if you're ready for it. Okay, so
3 exercises at each level, plus 3 advanced exercises at each level.
Precisely, Bob. Did I say that?
Yes, I'm just repeating.
I don't know if I said it. Sometimes I get carried away. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes.
All right, let's start.
We're going to start. You can start this. Now, we've got 2 to work with here. So if you need more resistance, you double up. Otherwise, you can just go to 1. And I'm going to start here. This is a good core exercise. And I'm just going to make small motions like this.
Small oscillations.
Yeah, small. You can make circles if you want. You can go backwards. There's a number of things you can do, but it's going to be right in front. And you're going to keep everything in line. So your hands stay right in front of your sternum or your belly button if you want to go a little bit lower. Okay. Now, this is the beginner one.
Beginner one, yes.
Right. And of course, you have to go both sides.
Right.
Otherwise, you're not balanced and you'll walk in circles, and that's not good. So Bob laughed.
I got it.
Everybody out there in YouTube land, or Facebook land laughed. So once you get done with this, and you can do this 10 to 15 reps if you want to go for time of 10 to 20 seconds, you can do that. if you want the next level, Bob, we're going to double up with both of them, and I'm going to pull down. Okay.
No, I want to show just a little variation of that, Brad.
Sure.
When I do it for golf. So I'm going like this, and I pull down with one, but you can see I get my arms in the grip that you'd actually in the position that you'd have the golf club, and I'm not even going down. I'm holding my turn like this. So for you golfers out there, you might want to do that variation.
You can skip the dropping that I'm doing here.
But otherwise, that's very good for the legs.
Oh yeah, right. Now this is for the advanced people. I'm going to go with one because it's a little bit harder, and this is really incorporates balance. Okay, so I'm going to come over to here, and I'm going to step away. That increases the resistance, the knee to the arm, and I'm working core, I'm working balance, and you can tell I'm working harder, and I'm going to do 10 to 15 reps of these, and make sure you do both sides on all these. Keep your body balanced. Work that. Oh yeah, Bob, I'm going to be sweating by the time we get done with this.
I'm glad I'm really working out hard here.
Now, Bob, you want to show them the postural aspect? Go ahead.
Oh, sure.
This is the third and final one that we're going to do on the top level. This is going to help the posture.
The thing what I like to do with this, Brad, after having done this for a while now, is I actually like to lock my shoulder blades back.
Sure.
Before I even start.
Okay.
So I lock them back, and then I start going like this. And I keep them locked the whole time.
Yep.
And this really works posture well. Not for variation. Sometimes I turn my wrists like this.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why.
I don't know if they can see that. Just show them there.
And I go this way.
Right.
It just works the muscles a little bit different.
And that's the beauty of the band, Bob.
Yeah.
You can do that.
And then I'm going to go down further. Again, my shoulder blades are locked the whole time. And this is a great posture exercise.
Oh, yeah, and much more difficult. This is like our vertical plank video. These are wonderful.
And then we're going down like this.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, Bob, balance. Let's throw some balance in.
So we're going to go balance, and now we're going to go ahead and do one leg.
Now, you can't see his foot on the on YouTube, but sure enough, he's got a foot down there. I'm telling you that. It's down there, it's on the floor.
What's nice about this, Brad, is it actually helps you a little bit with your balance because it supports you, so it's a little easier to do it on one leg than you would think. But now my ankle is really working hard when I'm doing these.
Yeah, you can feel that. I mean, you can see Bob's his muscles just rippling down here. They are, Bob.
There ain't no
you look
rippling.
like you're a 20-year-old man looking at that.
Lord.
My
that was 100 years ago.
Okay, now we're going to go to the next level. We're going to repeat them. It's just a different level, so it's a little bit different take. But this one's the same. We're just going to go here. You can make the circles. We can go this way. Now, you can adjust this time, but you can easily make a 10-minute workout out of this by the number of repetitions, or if you make another set. And you will have plenty of exercise at 10 minutes.
And what's nice about it is it's fairly easy to remember because we're just doing 3 exercises. So you're going to start. After a while, even your old brain like ours start to remember what to do.
Okay, now I'm going to pull over. Now you can do a punch if you want to throw a punch. Some people like doing that, and you're keeping that stomach real tight. You can work it like this.
Thing, work my stomach.
Yeah, yeah. And some people might be thinking of their husband. Maybe we should get him out in front of me. Okay, now on this one, if you're going to throw in the balance, and this is a really nice core, you're going to go over and you're going to bring that opposite knee, the knee farthest away from the wall, up. I'm going to come out so that I get a little more resistance. Boom, boom, boom. And you have to say boom. Boom. If they don't say boom, it doesn't work as well. You got to get some, we cannot play music in here, Bob. You want to sing?
You can do a 2-arm punch on this too, can't you, Brad?
2-arm punch? Yeah. Oh, gosh, that's coming up, Bob.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I step ahead?
Yes. Don't get ahead of me, Bob. I'm covering it. We got the punch in there, or I forgot we better get this. These are actually much more difficult than they look.
It's all more difficult than it looks.
I'm going to take both and one in each hand. This is really nice for the core. I'm going to come forward. This is like the double punch Bob was talking about. And I'm going to work it. And you can just do stationary ones, or you can start moving your legs. Coming forward. There we go. Now the knee comes up. And I like to alternate knees, but you can just go one leg at a time. Touch between each one. And what I'm saying is my toe touches between each one. And for the advance, the knee stays up. And we just work it without touching. There we go.
You're working now, aren't you?
Oh, I'm feeling strong like bull, Bob. Strong like bull.
Feel it.
Are you ready to give me a break, Bob?
Yeah, I'll give you a break.
Show some posture.
Sure. So again, now we're back at the middle level here. We're doing the same thing again. Lock my shoulder blades together,
lock them.
squeeze together, locked in place, and now I'm going to go ahead and again I can go flat, I can go vertical.
So he's
Flat,
talking about the
vertical.
wrist position, this way versus this way. So it's like this or like this.
My head's almost getting cut off, Brad.
Yeah, well, Bob, we might as well
That's
cut
the
it
best
right
part
off.
of me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go a little bit lower.
Speak for yourself. Okay, there you go. So now he's working different fibers on the muscles in the back. We're going middle trap. Now we're getting some lower trap, which is really important. And
Now I'm really working it low here.
Bob, can you do that on one leg?
And now I'm going to go the one leg, yes.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit harder. This one doesn't hold me up as well. I have to actually once in a while.
This was a little bit more difficult than the higher.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
That one was kind of holding me up.
Yeah.
This one I have to work a little bit and cheat once in a while.
Bob, now that they see the benefits of working different levels, did you tell them where you can get these wall anchors?
Oh yeah, down below. We'll have a link down below. It probably is not going to be on Facebook right away because we don't have it on there yet. But we'll have it on our Amazon preferred page, and I'll have a link to that within a couple hours on Facebook. It'll be on YouTube already.
Now, I really like this one to finish off because you're going to work some large muscle groups. And this we're going to start in a squatted position, shoulders back posture, and we're going to go up and punch. You can start with both hands and work that and get squat down and up. When you put the squat in there, you can just start here, and that's good. When you can get 10 to 20 this way and 10 to 20 this way, I reverted a little bit. Then you add the squat because it really makes a big difference on the energy level and the calories that you're going to burn is when you get those quads and glutes working in there. Wow, this is fun, Bob. Get down and up. Whew. And if you want to use one hand, you can go up there and pretend you're punching at someone up there. I don't know how we talk about punching people.
Yeah, and it's so violent, Brad.
Well, Bob, it's kind of from the karate background.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is another. Look at that leg motion. Now, on this one, at the lower level, the nice thing you can do is get some bicep curls here. And then you can here. And if you need more resistance, you simply step away from the wall. You can get some motion in with it. All good range of motion. And, of course, the one-legged curls. And these are a little harder when you're pulling from this angle. Bob will mention that as well, I think.
I want to show my curl.
Oh, yeah.
So I do one arm curls.
Yeah.
And what I do is I actually get like this, and it actually works the core too. But I start by warming up with one.
Sure.
And I just warm up like this, and then I go ahead and do the two. I actually do four sometimes.
Wow, that's because you're strong like
but
gold.
you go like this, and this just really works it well. I mean, you can really start getting the pump on here.
Yep.
And of course, you do both sides. But
Can you do that on one leg?
no, not with.
There you go.
Maybe with these just two, but not with one.
Yeah,
so.
that's a different story.
All right, and then I'm gonna go. Obviously, we're gonna do posture on below.
Yeah,
here.
we have to do
And
posture.
make sure you people are starting to line up your questions because we're gonna be taking questions very soon.
Right, what if there's nobody watching, Bob?
Well, then we're in trouble. But if you're watching and you have a question for us on any topic, we'll even help you with your dating life, right, Brad?
Well, we can do what we can, but we're not very good at the broken heart thing.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go ahead. I'm gonna again lock my shoulder blades together so they're
There you go.
squeezed together, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the exercise while they're held together.
Now, this is working the upper traps, which you cannot get from the middle or the upper anchor. So this is a complete postural workout for it, and it works those. You know, these are actually core muscles in your back. They just people don't talk about.
Oh, it's
it
a
lot.
big part of the core and a big part of your posture.
Right,
So
very
I'm gonna
important.
go a little bit lower.
There you go.
Boy, my posture's getting a workout today, Brad.
Bob, you're going to be walking tall today.
Yeah, standing tall.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go ahead. I can do it lower ones like this too.
Sure. Yep.
This is actually getting pretty good tricep workout here.
Right. Get a different angle makes all the difference. You're going to
Yeah.
go one-legged
I'm
now.
gonna try the one-legged.
Oh,
Now, this is harder. This one's not helping me at all, so it's
Yeah.
actually making it harder.
Yep. So
So
from the top, middle to bottom, the balance changes and you get a little
It's
more
harder.
intensity. Oh, it's a beautiful
now I'm
workout.
starting to breathe hard, Brad.
Well, of course you are, Bob.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
not made for wimps. So when you start, again, start with the basic ones we mentioned. Build yourself up. Don't start on one leg. And yeah, there you go. You can pretend like Bob is doing that. You're really in shape. And
Yeah.
You will be. You will be. You do these 4 to 5 days a week for 6 weeks, and you'll be amazed at your strength, your posture, how much calories you burn, and your core is going to be solid as a rock.
And I'm gonna hit that ball over 200 yards this year.
200. That's
That's
pretty
not very
far.
far.
Huh?
It's not very far, no.
Well, we're only at 100 now.
No, I hit farther than that, but I don't hit very far as an old man. So Brad's going to start looking at questions. Lonnie, you got anything lined up?
Well, the question is, how about when those bands aren't attached to the wall?
The question is, so what happens if the bands aren't attached to the wall? It is a problem. They do have the type. Where do you have that, Brad?
Right over here.
They have the type that you can hook into your door.
Yeah, they have.
It'll work in a pinch. I don't like them as much because sometimes the door can open on you.
There's a little strap like this, and then what you do is you open. You don't do it on a cupboard door, but you do it on a door that a walk-in door.
A door that's not going to open on you.
But the concept is you put it here, and then you close the door, and there's a plastic anchor on the other side, so to speak, that won't slip through as long as the door stays closed. The door opens and it comes out.
Right.
And you can do it at different levels. It works best at the top. So that is an option that you can do with it if you don't have the anchor.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why we created this product is because we didn't like that option, but it is an option, and especially if you go on vacation or something like that.
Right.
So
these are, superior to work with. There's no doubt.
do bands count as weight bearing? The question is. I think especially on the lower one, you're getting some weight bearing.
Oh, right. Well, that's why we're doing this in standing. The whole thing is technically weight bearing.
Yeah, you are weight bearing. Yeah, exactly.
And particularly when you go on one foot, you're actually putting more weight. So in regards to like osteoporosis, these would be good workouts.
Oh, it would be excellent workout for osteoporosis. Yeah. And like when you're doing curls, you're really pulling on the weight.
Right, right. So yeah, it's a good question, and for sure, it's a good answer.
And the fact is, whenever your muscles are working, they're putting more stress on the bones, which is good.
Sure.
And so that's good for osteoporosis
You
too.
bet.
So,
Lonnie? What about an IT band that is too sore to foam roll?
Okay, IT band.
IT band. Okay, so a little bit off topic from the
we take any questions, Brad.
Well, I was just clarifying, Bob. Okay, so good. If you got a foam roller, we talked about rolling it.
It says too tender for foam rolling.
Right.
So, I mean, one thing you could start with, I mean, I hate to recommend another product, but the Pure Wave works really well for this, Brad. Because a lot of times you can start with, this has percussion in it. We have this listed in our products too, but when you turn this on, you can actually find the areas and you can go lighter.
Sure.
And you can find the areas that aren't sore. And then eventually you can work it harder and harder. It's got an air-filled cushion, so it's really pretty soft and gentle.
It's not that aggressive.
Yeah, and
you could do a stretch like this where you go here just to stretch the IT band to get started. Lean up against the wall, be my right leg, and I'm going to lean in like this. I cross over for balance, but then you can't see my leg. And that's a good way to start to stretch that. You can do a self-massage as well. Working it.
Another way to stretch it, I'm gonna go and sacrifice. Well, maybe we should throw a mat out, because we might get more questions where we got to leave.
We've got these mats, we might as well use them. We keep rolling around on the floor. Next thing you know, we're gonna get all dirty.
So another stretch for the IT band that actually seems a little counterintuitive. Actually, I hope they can see me here. You can push that camera.
Yeah, I'll help out.
Otherwise, but you can cross over like this, and then you pull up. I'm stretching this one right here. And I've been stretching an IT band pretty, aggressively right now.
Show that one. Can you put your hand there?
Okay.
Yeah, just do what you're doing. Just show the leg that's stretching.
This one right here is stretching.
Right there.
So, and you can obviously do the other one too.
Yeah, I call that the figure 4 stretch.
Yeah.
All
right.
I don't know if it's obvious reasons or not, but that's what I call it.
Hope we help.
Do you recommend any posture brace or harness that they can be worn while training?
While training?
Posture? You can wear a posture brace, an elastic brace that comes around the shoulders and helps remind you to keep that back. But when we're doing this, actually, we really want you to think about
using the actual muscles to do it.
So you're doing this. Actually, we prefer the postural brace when you're not exercising, say at a desk or when you're walking, to help remind you to maintain that
I was never a believer on those, but I actually have tried them, and they actually do work pretty well. I mean, I thought I'd be fighting against it, and it'd actually be strengthening the muscles, but it actually does pull me back. And the other thing that I found, to be honest with you, that works for me at the desk now, is I did get one of the, I mean, I did start using that sit to stand desk. Man, that's just made a big difference for me. I mean,
so the computer workstation, you can push a button and the whole thing raises up.
Yeah.
So you could stand while you're working.
we've done some videos on it by FlexiSpot, and basically what I do, I have 2 computers. So I have one that I just keep up. I keep it up all the time. And the other one, I sit, but I find myself standing more now than sitting. And that just made such a difference in my posture. Because before, when you sit down, you just start going to that rounded out posture, and it's really easy to start slouching. So, Lonnie?
I am in a mobile chair. How can I apply these exercises to my position? I can stand a little.
Okay, so she's in a wheelchair.
I think so.
Yeah, so she's in a lady's in a wheelchair. She's wondering how she can do these exercises. We actually did a video on that. If you type in Bob and Brad and put chair exercises or wheelchair exercise
With wall anchor.
with wall anchor, it should come up.
Right. We just did that a few
We
weeks
just
ago.
did it a few weeks ago. If you start backing up, and we actually had one of our patients volunteered, and she actually came in with her wheelchair and did the exercise, and then we did it in a chair too. And we went through all the different ones you can do, and there's a lot of them. So it worked out good. She actually went home now, and we sent one along with her because she liked it so much. So
Are bands better than traditional weights?
are bands better than traditional weights? That's a good question. Now, if you're going to be a young guy and you're going to really want to bulk up, I would go ahead and do traditional weights. But if you're getting older, I mean, the one thing that I'm going to, if you want to grab that book, Tom Brady, quarterback in the NFL, probably one of the, some say the greatest of all time. He wrote this book, TB12, the method. And in here, he talks about, he works out with bands.
That's his primary resistance weight training.
Yeah,
Right?
it's his entire resistance weight training is he uses bands.
Right. And I really think that the band is really going to come strong in the next 5 years.
Yeah, and I'll also give you an example. I used to do curls with a weight bar, with a bar, and my elbow got really sore. As you get old like this, it happens. So I started using the bands instead, and it completely worked my way out of it. I mean, they're just a lot easier on the joints for whatever reason. And they give you resistance all the way through. Lonnie's laughing over there. Why are you laughing,
The
Lonnie?
question is, do you guys battle with those lightsabers? Star Wars.
Oh, so the question is, do we battle with those lightsabers? Are you talking about these?
Yeah, let's get that. We don't use lightsabers, but we do use the staff.
I would last about 1 second against Brad. Brad has training in this. Brad has a second-degree black belt, so he would.
I would never hit him too hard.
Yeah, he wouldn't do any permanent damage. You wouldn't be able to tell, right?
Bob, we had a question on.
That's a good question, by the way.
On the wall anchor for traveling, you
Sure.
can take them with you, but one thing you must do is they must be mounted. We have videos or instructions. They must be mounted into a wooden stud. That's what the screws that we have with our design. And if they're not mounted properly, you can't use them, so they're safe.
One thing too, Brad, you can actually, if you want, there is a fair amount of exercise you can do just with the band itself.
Right. Yeah. And the hotel room, just take
Right.
the band with you.
We did this.
Oh yeah, we've got videos on how to exercise with just the band.
No, well, I was gonna say, Brad, we brought one of these with my wife and I.
Oh, you did?
And the hotel door actually is kind of a hook,
Oh,
so we
yeah.
put this around the hotel door, and we were at least doing our posture exercises.
Here, I'll pretend I'm the door.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing. I mean, my wife and I like these so much that we actually did bring it along on
Sure.
vacation.
And then you can stand. And you can do exercises. You can do squats. You can do lunges. We have a video on that
You
as
can
well.
do you can do some posture ones this way too. You just grab on like this and pull apart like this. So there's a lot of variations you can do.
Sure. So there's always answers. I like to refer to it as the beauty of the band. It's a wonderful device.
So someone is getting pain behind the left knee when they're doing deep squats, full deep squats. I've seen different therapists without any luck.
Maybe we should talk about the
Well,
mechanics.
you know what the first thing we're going to do?
Right.
We're going to say, quit doing deep squats. There's really not that much benefit to going a full deep squat. I know if you're a younger guy, you're going to say, hey, I want to, get the full benefit, but really, I would start doing shallow squats.
Right.
But
Well, and again, we always recommend, and if you take any biomechanics classes, that are technical. They say never squat below, so your thighs
Right.
not past horizontal. And if you're going all the way down because you want to get full range of motion and someone's talked you into the fact that that's the best way to exercise, well, then you're going to get pain.
You're going to get pain because you are really grinding that knee together.
Not only that, your low back, you get that butt weak.
Yeah.
And, we have no problem with saying that's going to stress your discs in your back.
Brad and I were old, so we're talking about fitness for life.
We're not that old.
Yeah, we're old, and so I mean, if it's fine when you're in your 20s. You think you're going to live forever and that you're going to be in shape forever. I mean, you want to have your joints around the whole time because believe me, you don't want to be hobbling around as an old man.
Because when you get in your 50s, you're thinking, when I retire, I want to be able to do some fun stuff, not just sit in a chair.
Right. So I would not do deep squats. I would do like Brad said. I mean, the fact is, you're getting some stress on your joint, maybe the meniscus, and that's why a therapist can't help you because no matter what you do, you're putting that stress on there.
So if you're going deeper than this, I would say stop it,
and make sure the knee's not going past the front foot.
To take the other route out and show that, Bob, because that's just
see it. But I got this lined up with the front of his foot, so that knee should not go past
not like that. We want it back here.
Want it back there.
Yeah. So hopefully, maybe you're already doing that, and there may be another issue, but that's something we like to comment on.
There's a question from Alex Colmeyer.
Oh no!
Oh, is this the Alex Kohlmeyer?
If these bands are so effective for sports, why is that golf game so bad?
I would say, how can I love a game that I'm so bad at? I mean, how does that work?
A lot of room for holes that way.
What would life be if there weren't challenges? That's how I should put. So we can maybe take one more question, and then we better go to work.
We've got work to do today.
Anything on yours, Lonnie?
What are some good exercises to help work the rectus abdominis without using the hip flexors?
Well, I mean, actually, should we throw the mat down?
Throw the mat down, Bob. There you go.
Now, I don't know if the rectus abdominis is the muscle right down the center here. So,
Right.
I mean, in order to get that, you're going to have to actually. So if I'm up like this, my hip flexors are on slack right now. They're not working. So if I'm doing these, going straight up, I don't like to do curls like this, but if I'm going straight up like this, my hip flexors can't be helping me. So I'm just pushing up toward the ceiling. You got anything else to say about that, Brad?
No, that's good. So he's done a nice job of isolating. Because if you do like trying to do a sit-up, bring your elbows to your knees, like with your hands, then you're starting to engage the hip flexors. But the way you're doing it, reaching towards the ceiling in that vertical fashion.
These can't be helping much.
Sure.
They're on slack. You could do it with the ball too, right, Brad? Don't you do these like laying on the ball?
Oh, yeah. Let's
Should we
just get
grab the ball real quick?
Let's see. So I'll do this. It's a similar thing.
Yeah, again, the hip flexors are on slack, so they can't be helping.
Yeah, and my legs are relaxed on there. I'm not pulling or anything. I just got them up there. It allows them to relax a little bit more, and they're a little more
That's
flat.
one that you tend to do, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what I do.
Yeah.
I've got the whole series with the ball. I love the ball. The ball and the band are my favorite.
Yeah, the beauty of the ball and the band. All right, folks, we're going to have to call it quits here because we got to go to work. We'll be live again next week. Please join us. And remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything
except
a broken heart. I don't know if we'll get the heart on there or not, but we'll try.
Don't worry about it today, Bob. We got work to do.